Hey guys, it's George from Diamondyard Sportscards coming at you with one of probably at least a couple end of the year videos. Happy New Year's Eve to everyone. Hope everyone has had a fruitful year. It's been difficult, I understand, in a lot of ways for many people, many people. I'm going to focus on the cards though here today, and I just want to say, first of all, I have really, in the hobby this year, have really appreciated all of the connection with everybody in the community, and that goes throughout from the beginning of the year to the end of the year here. I have a care package and a couple cards from a great friend, two great friends, and I'm going to go over some autographs and some pickups, not pickups, but autographs that I've gotten this year that are graded, autographs that are raw, and I'm going to go over some of my most interesting PSA submissions that I've gotten back. So some of the cards I've gotten back and things I've gotten back from PSA. But I wanted to say that within the community this year, I've had the chance to be on some different podcasts with different people. I'm going to name some people because I feel like it's important. I'd like to say thank you to Mike, Baseball Collector, for having me on Golden Age of Cardboard numerous times. Getting to know him over the last couple of years has been great. Don's Field of Dreams Cards. Don and I have become good friends over the last year. Just a very generous guy, and he was on our podcast, or Mike's podcast, for the 50s, 60s, and 70s that we did, and I really enjoyed that. It was a lot of fun. And then the interaction with everybody else in the community that kind of propelled, and I really enjoyed that as well. So it was a privilege to be on that show with both of you guys. During the summer, Hobby Palooza, again, Bench Clear gave us a spot, and Don and I worked with Chuck, Northside guy. It was a real pleasure to work with him on the sets that made us, and that was just a really cool thing. He explained all the intricacies of the 33 Gaudy set and really went into a deep dive on that. Don went into the 76 top set, but that was really enjoyable. Earlier in the year, I had the privilege of meeting Ticket Leprechaun Jake and his wife Amy downtown near Chase Field when they came out here for a visit. I believe it was in the springtime. Ticket Leprechaun, now known as Legends Never Die. So Jake, shout out to you and Amy, and congratulations on your new addition to their family. Also met up with G's Mikey at the Long Beach show in September. LA Collection, Levon also was there. Other guys, I wish that we could meet up, and we will, hopefully in February at that show coming up soon. And I don't want to forget anybody. Joe, Silver Jackify, came on my 80s. We did a continuation of the 60s, 50s, 60s, and 70s. And Mike and Joe and I did the 80s on my channel, and it was awesome to work with those guys. So just be able to connect with all these different people in the community. James Elite Hunters had me on with John Mangini, Lou Rock, Rue Dog, Don, Mike. I don't want to forget anybody, on a Roberto Clemente discussion about how we best could honor him, the retirement of his number, or further pay tribute to him. That was an outstanding time with those guys. And then James had me on later with him and Lou Rock. And so just kind of connecting with all these guys in the community. I don't think I've met, everybody I've met has been awesome. And I've just tried to get more out there. So I appreciate that. And I appreciate all my subscribers. I want to thank you guys for watching. And so I'm going to go over a care package I received from James Elite Hunters. Haven't looked at it. Another card I received, and some 2021 pickups of autographs, raw and graded. Some of them I set myself, and some PSA submissions. So here we go, guys. So I got a care package, or a Christmas card, from James Elite Hunters. I'm going to go over that. Move this camera here. James says, "Season's greetings." I could read this. I think it's appropriate. George, Diamondyard Sports Cards. May your holiday season be filled with health, happiness. It's been a pleasure getting to know you over the last year. We're like two snowtroopers shooting the shit in the desert. Enclosed is something I hope you'll enjoy. Happy holiday season, your friend James. Yes, sir. Snowtroopers shooting shit in the desert. I love it, James. I love it. And so he got this. It feels like a card, or a pack of cards. Very cool. Oh my gosh, look at this. So we got, thanks again, James, for sending this out. Sun stuff. I collect basketball, vintage, some modern, you know. Got a pretty sweet Kevin Johnson here. What is this? Jersey card, numbered jersey card. Nice. KJ, great guard for the Suns. Thanks, James. Let's see. Mikal Bridges. This guy can ball. Suns are hot this year. Who knows? Scotty Tradition and I were going back and forth during the finals. And of course, you know, Giannis was the best player on the floor, and clearly, and they beat us. Luis Gonzalez. Nice. James, sorry about that. You know, Gonzalez had to get that game-winning hit in the series. You guys could not win 4 in a row. Larry Fitzgerald. Love it. Very cool. Anquan Boldin. My man. Anquan Boldin. This guy should be in the Hall of Fame. He didn't get the love this year. I guess he didn't make the finalists. This guy played in 2 Super Bowls. He won one. This guy was great. Heart of a lion like Walter Payton. As many touchdowns as Reggie Wayne. More receptions than any of the guys on the list. Man, Anquan Boldin. This guy was so great. I think this is 1962 tops. Yeah, with the black border. Jake Plummer. Jake the Snake. Jake was playing with ASU. I went and saw him there many times play with ASU, and then with the Cardinals. And he led us to our first win in a playoff game against the Cowboys, the dreaded Cowboys. In 1999, I think. First Arizona Cardinals playoff win. Jake the Snake. David Boston. David Boston, man, this guy got so big that he had started having knee problems. Kind of sounds like Barry Bonds, right? The Hawk. Connie Hawkins. Man, this is 71 tops basketball. This is so cool. Thank you, James. The Hawk. Apparently, Dr. J patterned his game after the Hawk. And I've got a couple stories about him. There's a gentleman named Hank with Ruthian Sportscards. He's a former retired police officer, and he collects a lot of vintage basketball. And so Hank tells a story often about how when Connie was young and with the Suns, Connie was taught how to drive by Hank. So I thought that was really cool. And then I put the Hawk back here. I actually played pool in a bar against Connie Hawkins back when I was young guy. And it was at a English pub downtown Phoenix. And we played pool against each other. And I recognized who he was. And he went to go shoot or do the break. And he put his hand out, and it was just the giant paw I had ever seen. And then, of course, he had a great break. He ended up beating me soundly. And that's my Connie Hawkins Brush with Fame story. James, thank you so much for this. I appreciate these cards so much. Happy holidays to you and your family. Next card, a friend of mine, Steve, who I've gotten to know very well at work, a colleague. He loves vintage football and has gotten back into it. And he gave me this Jackie Robinson on the Bruins back in his college days when he was a running back. So that was excellent. Thank you, Steve. And we're going to go into some pickups here. These are PSA cards I got back. Now, these are just cards I liked that I got back. Some of them are expensive, but some of them have stories. Some of them are very cool. Got this Tony Gwynn, Gem Mint 10. Thought this was Anthony Gwynn, 2020 Panini Donruss. My sons and I opened this during the pandemic. I sent it off because it was a short print. So I got that back. Was real happy with that one. Magic Johnson Collegiate Collection. Sub this because when I pulled it from a pack, it looks so nice. This is 90-91 Michigan State Collegiate Collection Magic. Super low pop card. Third party card, but I just thought it was really neat. When I pulled it, it looked really crispy. This was a GAI 9 Joe Montana. This 85 top set has gained a lot of traction, and it's a beautiful set, like 62 tops and 71 baseball. And it got a PSA 9. So I was happy to have this. I snapped it out of the GAI slab, thought it looked nice, and it got a mint 9. This was a scoreboard Tony Gonzalez rookie. There were none graded in 10s. I don't know if there's any others graded, but Scoreboard was a real short print company, and it got a 10. So I was super happy about adding this Tony Gonzalez rookie. If you look at his numbers, they're just staggering, especially for a tight end. And I believe he's an All-American basketball player at Cal. A couple cards here from the same set. This is the 85 Fleer Mini George Brett. I had a case of 86 Fleer Minis, and I subbed a few of them to PSA. There's Brett. Tony Gwynn. Real happy about this Tony Gwynn. And the Brett, of course. Childhood collection. This was my childhood Dale Murphy rookie. And if you've watched my channel, you know I subbed this recently, and it got a PSA 8. So that was super sweet. Next card, childhood George Brett rookie. Didn't care about the grade on this. Just love the colors on it. I probably had this in my collection since 1985. And it got a PSA 4, and I was fine with that. You know, George Brett rookies are just really, really neat colors. I love that card, despite the fact it's a 4. This is an Ozzie Smith rookie, and I had it in my collection for years. I just hadn't subbed it because it had a print blob on it, but it still got an 8, despite the print blob. But I thought that was a real nice Wizard of Oz rookie. Happy to add it. Glad they gave me an 8 on it. This was a Trout. This is an opening day Trout. I know some people are not fond of the second year card with Hunter and Trumbo on it, but this opening day is quite more rare than the regular issue. So figured I'd sub it and got a 10 on it. So I was happy with that one. A couple rookies here. We bought 2 cases of these Fleer Tradition cards back when the pandemic began and cracked them. Got a couple Ichiros and 10s from this, and obviously the next card in the set. This is similar like the 55 tops / 56 tops design. Really like that Ichiro, and of course, if you have Ichiro, you're going to have Pujols. These were issued only in factory sets. You could get Ichiro and Pujols, so real happy with that return on the Albert and the Ichiro. This was one that I love. These are my 3 favorite returns from this year. Julius, the fish that saved Pittsburgh. This 79 tops card is a toughie. Lots of whiting there in the background typically. And so I don't know what the comps are on this, but these are so hard to get. It's a little off center, but it's so hard to get this card in a 9. These are just so tough. I opened packs of these. Actually, I opened packs of these not that long ago. Maybe about 7-8 years ago, I cracked about 24 packs. And that's what this came out of. And they were off quite a bit. Not great quality control back then from Topps. So I'm going to put that over here. Second last PSA. I got a couple more PSA things I got this year. This was a Jackie Robinson that I was super happy with. Bought it at a local card shop. The centering was really good. I thought it had a chance at a 5. There's a little print roller mark there, but other than that, the card is really clean. And I was happy to add it. It just, you know, to the Jackie collection. And it was the only card I was upcharged on this year, frankly. 54 tops Jackie. So I will replace Jackie on the Bruins with Jackie on the Dodgers. 2 other things I got from PSA. They were not cards. The first one I've shown recently, I just wanted to re-show it. It was a photograph, a Type 1 photo that I received from them. I actually picked up recently another Type 1 photo involving Jackie Robinson, but this was from the Jackie Robinson story, and I had done a video about it. It's a Type 1 photo from the 1950 movie. This is where he's on Montreal coming in to play with them. And Clay Hopper, the manager, would come and disperse these reporters. Robinson would go out there. And of course, the reporters are skeptical as to his ability to play and how much, well, they're skeptical as to how it's going to go. And of course, he's talking about how he just is concerned about making the Montreal Royals. Anyway, Eagle Lion Films, 1950 Type 1 photo. So I was fortunate to add this one this year, and PSA slabbed it up for me. Last one was the best, in my opinion, the best submission I got all year, and it's a 1 of 1. It is Satchel Paige. It's a photo pack Satch in a PSA 8. This is the highest graded photo pack rookie Satch, and I was just fortunate to pick this up a little bit more than a year ago. Subbed it to PSA, and they gave it an 8. So I'm going to put that in the background, but it's a really difficult. This is the highest graded one. Let's see if he stays there. So cards that were autographs. These are ones that I submitted myself. A couple Dave Winfields. These were Hostess. And these Daves, there's actually no Hostess Dave Winfields from 76 and 77 authenticated. These are the only ones. This is from a collection I picked up. This was a nice 71 Rod Carew, the autograph. The card's destroyed, but the autograph is super bold. Really nice autograph, red auto of Rod Carew. Shout out to James Elite Hunters. He loves the MVP cards. And here's a 74 Steve Garvey autograph card, part of that collection. Beautiful card, and I love the MVP years as well. This is also part of that collection. It was Tom Seaver. Really like this 72. The red auto is super neat, and a little picture there of Tom. Probably he's like 10, 11 years old. Boyhood photos of the stars. Had to get this one, Slabs, 72 Sparky Anderson. Real nice signature. Big Red Machine Manager. And this was a big one. It was a 70 Topps Ted Williams. And you can see the auto there. It's in ballpoint pen, not Sharpie. There is a crease down the card. But I thought this was just a really cool card. I'm glad it authenticated the Splendid Splinter. So we're going to put him up here. And a few more autographs as we go through here. These are ones I've purchased over the year. And these were, actually, I'm going to go through ones that are purchased, but these are raw. Mike, baseball collector, helped me out quite a bit with different autographs over the years. I would text him, is this a good deal, isn't it? This is a nice Carlton Fisk. Man, Fisk has some of the best cards. 74 Topps, 77 Topps. Just super neat cards, obviously 75. But anyway, I just thought this was really cool. Added this 59 Eddie Matthews, and I just think this autograph is just stellar. If I can get better light on it. But it's too bad Hank's not on it, but this is a Fence Busters from 59. Really cool Monty Irvin, 52 Topps, Monty Irvin. And so when things were going haywire in the market in spring, late spring, I kind of zigged when other people were zagging. At least I felt like I was picking up a lot of Monty Irvin and Larry Doby cards because I needed to add them to my collection, number one. And number two, the wave seemed to not have hit them quite as much at that point. Here's another one. This is the Black Lou Gehrig, or I should say Lou Gehrig, or the Black Lou Gehrig Buck Leonard. This is a really nice signature of Buck Leonard. Obviously, it's a little shaky because of his age at the time, and obviously he's since passed, but it was just a bold Buck Leonard signature. Couldn't pass on that. This is my son Gavin's card. Kurt Warner, man, if this guy really resurrected the Arizona Cardinals and brought them to prominence. I can't think of another quarterback who played like Kurt Warner other than maybe Dan Marino. Just the quick release, had Boldin and Fitzgerald to go to, and just was, man, he just led us to so many victories, and man, we were so close in that Super Bowl. But anyway, this is my son Gavin's Kurt Warner card. This was a Brooks Robinson card. I'm not sure if I got this. I sent this to him. And he returned it. This might have been in late 2020, or maybe 21. 59 Brooksy. Sweet Tony Gwynn card here, 84 Topps. I love the pink on this. And the autograph, I mean, I don't know. This autograph could be a 10. It looks really nice. And so again, reaching out to Mike, baseball collector, on some of these. Hey, is this a good deal? Isn't it? Is it legit? What do you think of the quality of the autograph? He's been very helpful over this year with all that. I sent this one to PSA, and it got authenticated, and I snapped it out. And it's a Tom Seaver, and so next week or the week after, it's going off to the Nolan Ryan Foundation, and I'm going to have Ryan hopefully sign it to add it to this, and then resub it. Anyway, couple cool. This is a really cool piece. And it is the 1942 Kansas City Monarchs. This is probably one of the best, if not the best, pitching staffs of all time. You've got Hilton Smith, I believe it's Jake Matchett, Booker McDaniels, Lefty Lamarck, Connie Johnson, and Satchel Paige. Now, this is a numbered postcard, 203 out of 10,000 of that time. Yeah, that's Jake Matchett, that's Booker McDaniels. But anyway, this is autographed by Lefty Lamarck and Connie Johnson, as you can see. This is interesting because Don of Don's Field of Dreams Cards recently did a video about Connie Johnson and his career, because he would end up going on to pitch in the big leagues and have a pretty successful career. A very long, tall guy. So please check out Don's video. It really goes in depth about Connie's career and kind of what he did. It's really informational, and I really enjoyed it. So this was just a really cool piece that I was able to pick up this year. Larry Doby. This is a postcard of the 1951 Bowman Doby, And the signature of Dobie here looks a little bit different, and I think it's because it's an early signature. On the back, I really analyzed through all the crap and glue on here. This is from August of 1952. So if anybody, you know, I don't know, I believe this is legit. It's from August of 52 is when this postcard was postmarked, and just thought this was an outstanding photo, postcard. The autograph was great. Really excited to add it to the collection. Now some cards. Last cards were autographs that I picked up that were already certified or authenticated. Picked up this Rod Carew autograph. I had texted baseball collector Mike, hey, this is Carew is up. What do you think about this and the price? He said, heck yeah, you got to buy this. So really excited about that Carew. This was a Monty Irvin in a Gem Mint 10 auto. Now on the 53 Topps card, which I was really excited about. And the card's in pretty good condition. I'm not really fond of the M on the Monty, but I guess bold-wise, it is a 10. This was a Seaver 75 Topps, another, you know, fantastic set. Auto 9, cards of 4, I don't care about that. Really centered card, though, at least left to right. But the Seaver autograph's fantastic on it, so happy to add that one. This is a card I was super excited about. This was a 54 Larry Dobie, and I think that signature is probably a 10. I couldn't believe I found this card for what I got it for, like 80 bucks. And I just love the way Bowman, the paintings, the photography, how they would be looking up at the players, and you'd have this background of the stadium. You know, we talked about it on the Golden Age of Cardboard with, you know, like the Ted Williams cards from 50 and 51, how it's kind of looking up at him and really makes him kind of larger than life. And I just really love the background on this Dobie card. I'm gonna put that in the background as well if it stays up. Satch is gonna come down here. There you go. Had to knock stuff over. Couple more cards, 3 more. Johnny Bench. This was a really cool pickup. PSA 10. It says HOF 89 is the inscription. And I was just, you know, this is 71 Topps. So cool. Such a cool set. So I was fortunate to find that. Oscar Robertson. I had picked up a rookie Oscar Robertson earlier this year. Unfortunately, it fell through. The card had tremendous wax stains on the front that it would not disclose, and you couldn't even see it through the slab. And then I got it. It looked like some kid had poured like crayon on the front of it. But anyway, so I returned it, and then I decided I'm going to get myself an auto. So I got this Obsidian auto of the Big O. Really nice, really shiny card, super cool signature. And I figured it was a good time to pick that one up. And last one was probably my most difficult autograph this year. And really excited to add it. It was this Rogers Hornsby. Just thought the color, it's got a little staining there. Really odd slab, you know, like, I mean, PSA will slab them up, which is great, you know. But this Hornsby, I just thought the colors were fantastic. And, you know, you don't see Hornsby's autograph on pictures or cards of Hornsby very often. So I really thought that this was too much to pass up. So guys, thanks for watching. Really appreciate you checking out the channel, continued support in the new year here. And be coming out hopefully with a video or two of other pickups, just card pickups. And hope everyone has a wonderful New Year's Eve and keep collecting.